will not put it down. Word around this town, my time is now.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Everybody come on in. It is Freedom Friday, and it is time for the Own Your Now show. I am your host, Tracie Berry-McGhee, also known as Divine T.
Oh, she gave it up today, you guys. Good morning. I am Yolonda Lankford, and I am Lady Yo all day, every day.
All day, every day, all day, every day. Good morning, Lady Yo. How are you?
Friday. It is Friday, as they say. The young folks say Friday. I am fabulous. The sun is out. My eyes are open, and I'm able to see you. So it's a good day.
Thank you so much, ma'am. You know what? I celebrate Friday. You know, earlier today you said this day just came by so fast. That's what you said, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, I disagree. It has been a long week for me. And you know why? I'll tell you in a minute what's in your cup.
I have coffee in my cup this morning, just with a little cream and no sugar. And in honor of the cup, of course, I have my STL water with my melted STL ice cubes.
Well, you know, I've been juicing this whole week, right? And that's why this week has been a long week. I could say a long curse word week. But you know what? It's Friday, and I'm drinking my Own Your Now water, my STL water. And I'm just going to have to tell y'all right now, I can't. I did my 3 days, y'all. I'm eating today. I can't do that juice thing. Let me tell y'all, the juice thing, it just ain't for me. It's just
no, Tracie. You did it. You did it. So, you know, it is for you. You completed the task. You have graduated from University Juice.
Girl, look, and I'm about to eat. If y'all gonna see me somewhere eating some waffles and chicken in a few minutes, y'all, because I'm about to eat up some stuff. Good morning, Karen. What's in your cup? I see you, Darcella. Hey, how you doing? How's my girl doing? Everybody's in the house today. Laura's drinking water. She got her STL water. Robert said he's drinking Welch's white. I don't want to hear nothing about juice, Robert. White grape peach juice. I have had so much juice. I don't want to hear nothing about the juice. Okay.
Well, Tracie, I'm so glad you said you told on yourself about you're about to go get something to eat. Because, girl, I could see one of these owners out of the restaurant and they say, "Ooh, I saw Tracie and she was eating some chicken and waffles. She's supposed to be juicing. It's over. She can eat."
I'm eating for dinner too. But I'm gonna finish the water, you know, and I'm gonna have some coffee later. But y'all know what? It's all good. It's all good in the neighborhood because all that what's in your cup is also about what's in your cup spiritually. Okay, so what's in your cup spiritually, but physically, I'm gonna drink this water and then I'm gonna be eating y'all after this is over. And you know what? Like Tabitha said, and that's my business.
I love me some Tabitha Brown. I love me some Tabitha Brown.
But you know what? Today is also about celebrating life. We have birthday shout outs, celebrations, and vibrant vibes. Who we got, Lady O?
Well, first we want to say happy birthday to Monica Rushing. She is in California. Dale McClendon, it's your birthday. It's your birthday. And Rita Miller is having a birthday. Now, you know we have some vibrant vibes going out there. We have Donna P. Yates sends out a congratulations to her daughter, Danielle Allison. She received her BA in Japanese.
Wow.
Wow.
I can't even say yes in Japanese.
All right. We have Cara Jackson Pringle. Congratulations to her son, who is graduating from Meharry Medical School. And guess what? He's going to be at St. Louis Children's Hospital. That's where he will do his residency. So welcome to St. Louis, doctor. You know, I did have a few more birthdays. Let me go back here. We have Kyra Taylor, Siobhan Whitney, Stephanie Miller, and Haley Morris is having a birthday. You know, we celebrate these birthdays. And another vibrant vibe. What we got it this morning. Deidre Cannoli wants to say congratulations to her nephew. He is graduating with his B8 in communication. Congratulations, Webster Slaughter. All right. This just warms my heart. all of these young people graduating, taking their talents out to the world. Speaking of talent, just in case he's watching, happy birthday, George Lucas.
George Lucas. Well, happy birthday. You know, there's a lot of great actors out there, and George Lucas is one of them. So happy birthday, George Lucas.
You know, George Lucas is the Star Wars man.
Yes.
He created Star Wars.
You know what? You know, there's a lot of Star Wars fans out there. So if you all know his Star Wars name, give it up for us, because I don't. I just don't.
Well, you know what, Tracy? Actually, he was the creator, the director.
Okay.
There you go.
I should know that, because the man is like the bomb, and so is his wife, and they're a great couple. And so, happy birthday! But guess what? Birthday. Robert is in our chat. You know what, y'all? We got a owner chat. He said Raphael Sadiq.
I didn't see that.
Tony.
Yes, Raphael is the man. Let me tell you, he has a song. It's called, if you get a chance, it's called Good Man. And it's more of one of his recent songs. I think it's maybe 3 or 4 years old. That song is the bomb. You hear me?
Yeah, he's very talented. He's on the inside and out. He can write, he can produce, he can sing, he can do all of that. But just so you all know, if you have any birthday shout outs, please let everybody know. I know one thing, Melissa's birthday is next week, y'all. Get ready, because we got to celebrate. She's going to be, she's going to do a fundraiser for Sister Keeper. I can't tell y'all. I'm not going to tell y'all. I will just post about it. But check out, because Melissa's turning next week.
Yes, hey, baby. She turned 45 and she is fine, okay?
Yes. But I'm so excited about everybody that's tuning in. And let me tell you all, today is a great day to share. Of course, it is Freedom Friday. So, we're going to talk about freedom and what it looks like to be free literacy wise, because we got Michael Anderson in the house, y'all. And she has a book. You all got to find out about it. If you got any little girls and you love chapter books, make sure you share. We're going to talk about what it means to be free. Freedom, buying houses instead of renting. We got Ivy Grant in the house, y'all. So check that out. And of course, it is still Mental Health Awareness Month. So guess what? It's all about the community reach and how we reach all of our peeps. Ebony Hutchinson is in the house. And of course, y'all know we're going to wrap it up with Justice Key. So today is Friday, and I'm excited about it. Look, Shameem says, shouting congratulations to my cousin Telly Domo for graduating from AM Airman Leadership School all the way in London. Yes, that's what it's about. Put them in the chat. Anybody that you all know celebrating, because a lot of people are graduating virtually this year.
Absolutely. They're still graduating virtually, but you know what? Virtual, in person, we are proud of you.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Speaking of proud, today's Own Your Now word of the day is winner. And, I chose winner because I really feel like the way that you win is to get comfortable being uncomfortable. Yeah. And oftentimes we get in situations where we feel like we're losing in the game because we're not where everybody is. We're comparing ourselves to others. But you can't compare yourself to others if you're trying to be your best self. So you got to understand the value of winning. Not only that, I can't wait because our guests are going to talk about winning as well. But of course, today, you all could put in the chat our word of the day, winner, because you all are all winners. Or you can just focus on being your best self, because that's what we do here on the Own Your Now show. You ready, Lady O?
Yes, ma'am.
Take some deep breaths in and let it go. Embrace letting it in and let it go. It's about being your best self. In. Let it go.
Show it off, every curve, every part, yeah. Cause I'm strong and I love the skin. I'm in every shape, every inch. No doubt there's power deep within, yeah. Beauty ain't a color, ain't a number, ain't an age, nah.
All right, we're going to start with our left arm. Everybody reach to the sky.
Whoa, I'ma be my best self. I'm loving who I be. I'ma be my best self. There's no one
I see you, Dawn.
Self-care.
We winning. Stretch it out.
Loving every part of me. I'ma be my best self.
Y'all better be sharing. Y'all better be sharing.
Confident, no limit, owning it. Look in the mirror and all I see is love. And take it one step at a time, cause I mean it.
You center yourself.
Beauty's holding my head up with grace.
I feel you, Lady Yo.
Yes.
I'ma be my best self, my best self. I'm loving who I be. I'ma be my best self, my best
I love this song.
There's no one else like me. Self-help, self-help, self-care.
Yes, I'm gonna be my best self.
You know what she says, Tracie? She says, when I look in the mirror, all I see is love. Yes.
Yes, and I'm loving who I see. I love who I be. That's what's so important. You know, sometimes we constantly compare ourselves to others, and all we can do is be our best selves. Be our best selves. That's all. That's all, you know? Yes, Kimberly, my best self. Dawn says that song touches her soul. Yes, that's what it's all about. We have to get it in. We have to find a way to center ourselves, you know? That's everything. It really is.
It is, you know, I saw you pop up Miss Lily. Girl, I saw Miss Lily in a drop top, baby. She had her drop top out. I love it. She being her best self.
She is. She is. But speaking of being our best selves and making sure that we know the value of like what it looks like to walk in your purpose and do things that you love and enjoy. Who do we have coming up first?
We have Miss Ebony Hutchinson. She has the honor of partnering with clients and watch them heal through trauma and break generational patterns. She has witnessed them discover the best part of themselves through facing their greatest fears. She has to create a professional legacy that eliminates access barriers to holistic health. She wants to be a reminder that one individual has the ability to change the system, create a movement, and inspire the next leader. Good morning, Ebony.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for having me.
It's our pleasure. It's our pleasure. Yeah, you know, we're going to get started. What's in your cup?
I have water and I also have a little cheat. Cinnamon dolce latte. So
oh my
that's what
goodness,
I'm
fancy. She's fancy. Girl, ain't nothing like that Starbucks. It just gets you going, right?
Yeah.
I like to treat myself on Fridays. And you know what? Because I've been juicing, I might just go over there today. I'm just going to treat myself to everything. But let's talk to you about, you know, it's Mental Health Awareness Month. As a therapist, I'm so dedicated to this in our community. But you, the community reach, everybody put in the chat community, because this is what unity looks like. Talk to us about the community reach.
So it really started because I had to figure out a way to make the most of the work that I was doing. So I've always been somebody that wants to give, wants to find something else to do, another way to do it. I have amazing friends and supporters. And anytime I would say I want to sponsor a classroom, you know, or this person doesn't have the money for therapy, I want to sponsor somebody. Anytime I would put something out there, people will respond. And so I finally thought, you know what, I need to do this on a larger level.
Okay.
I'm just one person. And with my private practice, I started off just Medicaid, working with Children's Division families that were working towards reunification or dealing with being involved in the foster care system. And I started to really recognize just how deep systemic oppression, generational patterns, and impact marginalized communities, specifically the Black community. I would constantly get like, this client is resistant, this client has been through multiple therapists, but visibility is important and it matters. And
Oh my
so
gosh,
our people, it's not that they don't want help, they don't want it from you. And being flooded with requests.
yes.
Like I probably with my practice should have been capped at capacity a long time ago, but recognizing that there are only so many of us.
Yes.
So, I realized that the way to heal our community is to help the healers get connected to the community. So I can go on a soapbox about, the wealth gap and feeling that a lot of our providers are pricing themselves out of our population. We can't talk about mental health stigma without talking about systemic oppression, the wealth gap, all of those things. And we come in all different shapes, sizes, income brackets. But the reality is I have a WashU education. I've made six figures, and I'm in the same socioeconomic class as my grandfather, who has an 8th grade education and was a factory worker. And
it's something that you talk about this because you're so right, especially when it comes to mental health. We talk about the stigma around it, equity, and how important we have to be able to provide all the tools for our community. When I think about the community reach, what I see and what you offer is this one-stop shop of making sure that we do find a way to climb up the ladder. Your organization provides tutoring, so many different practicum, affordable virtual therapy. Talk to us about why you said this is something that we need.
So I have no desire to do supervision for a stream of income for myself. The reason why I want to do it is because I recognize that we don't get those sexy opportunities while we're in school. A lot of us don't get the supervision where someone is really pouring into us to mentor us, to develop us, to network, to help us develop in a way where we can be strong clinicians and understand the business of therapy. And so in order to heal us, there needs to be more of us. And so for me, if you're doing a practicum with me, and I can only supervise social workers, you need to see someone pro bono. And then if you want and that's in exchange for your supervision. And then if you want to develop and grow and pursue clinical opportunities, I'm going to get you credentialed with Medicaid. I have a LPC on the board. She has a similar exchange as well. If an individual is working a billable 8 to 10 hours, then I want to be able to give you CEUs. I want to be able to find opportunities. Today, actually, I have a therapist that I paid to go do an EMDR training. And so she starts her EMDR training today. And so my goal is that to address that visibility, we have to find these students that are coming. We have to groom them. We have to mentor them. We have to support them. My practicum students, I require that they do 1 session a month in therapy. I pay for that. I cater towards non-traditional students because I have somebody now who was faced with taking a leave of absence from work. And she's a parent. That's not an option. So I'm trying to remove all the barriers that are in place that keep us from winning. And if we go back to our roots, our heritage, what's in our DNA, it's not just the trauma that we carry, but it's the sense of community. There's a reason why we could all sit and laugh with the barbecue,
Yeah.
well, Big Mama, and I don't have a Big Mama. My grandma was like Little House on the Prairie. Like, I don't have a Big Mama, but I get it, right? I can connect to it.
Yes.
And so
I love it.
That's what we have to get back to,
Okay. Community.
That's what we have to get back to. Community. We need to take the opportunities that mainstream provides, but we need to pour back into ourselves. My curriculum, my lawyer, my website, everything's Black. I tell people all the time, if I need somebody to shave my legs, I'm gonna find a Black person that can shave them. Like, my money's going back.
Wait a minute. The Bible says to heal us, there needs to be more of us. That this is what true empowerment looks like. And oftentimes we feel like we have to go outside of our communities. But with everything that our community endures, yes, therapy should be mandatory. But our health is our wealth. Everybody's really on this because they know that there's a value here. I think if the pandemic didn't teach us anything, it taught us that we have to take care of ourselves, but we also have to take care of our community. I know we could talk about this forever. This is one of the biggest things that I'm committed to. Tell us, how can people find you? How can they reach out to you?
So our website is thecommunityreach.org. I saw that Kathy talked about grants and donors, and we're on that. This is actually we finished our first year in January, and we have secured 2 grants for our perinatal program. And so if you are in a qualifying zip code, we are offering free doula support.
We love our doulas.
Perinatal and postpartum support groups, and access to therapy. So the communityreach.org or info@thecommunityreach.org. And we are also on Facebook.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's it, y'all. The Community Reach. They're on Facebook. They're on Instagram. But you also know that you can just look them up at the Community Reach. Is it .org? It's .org. Yes. .org. Yes. Tell us, sister, your affirmation word for today.
Community.
All right.
Flat out. She told y'all, you know what it is. It's community. Put that in the chat as we did before. Community is unity, and you're offering all of the services that we need. Give them your address also.
All right. The address is 3751 Penridge Drive. That is Suite 119. If you are in the St. Louis area, it is across the street from Coach Light Skating Rink. That's where we are, right off of St. Charles Rock Road and 270.
All right.
People already shouting you out and looking for your services, so you will be hearing from someone, definitely. Thank you so much, Ebony.
Thank you, Ebony.
Thank you for this platform.
My
pleasure.
God. Mental health awareness. Mental health is your wealth. This is how we survive.
Absolutely.
This is how we thrive. Because everybody don't have a big mama that they could go say,
I love that.
We need to take care of ourselves mentally, physically, spiritually, financially.
Yes.
So speaking of mentally, physically, spiritually, let's talk about our babies and literacy.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Our next guest is Michael Anderson. She is an author of her debut children's middle grade book, Zoe Linden's Big Move to the Loo, which encourages STEM. She has met with Girl Scout troops, book clubs. I see you, Tracie. Look at that advertisement. And schools to discuss her book and encourage children to pursue math and science. Why don't we bring her right on up? There she is. Good morning.
Good morning, ladies.
How are you?
I am well. Thank you, guys. I'm glad to be here.
Well, we're good to have you.
We're glad to have you. And I said earlier, you and Tracie have the fire glasses. I love it. I love it. I'm talking about glasses, but you know what our owners want to know? What's in your cup?
Oh, this morning I am drinking a little passion chai.
Woo, passion chai. That sounds
Mm.
good. That sounds really good. But wait
Sounds
a minute,
sexy.
I saw that coffee mug. Who's on the coffee mug? Speaking of,
Oh, this is Zoe. This is Zoe Linden. So, yeah, this is my inspirational cup.
All right.
let's jump right in, everybody. She is a writer, but tell us about your debut children's book and what made you say yes to literacy.
So let me just start by saying that how the story came about, and
Yes.
I think that this was a story that was birthed out of necessity. So I have two daughters who were my inspiration for the story, and they're actually grown now. But one of the things that I noticed was when they were younger, they were avid readers, all kinds of series, but the protagonists in those stories, they never looked like my children. They were not Black, they were not brown. And as a parent, you notice that. You know what I mean? We're supposed to, I want to give them things that are going to inspire them and encourage them and motivate them. And so that's really how this story came about. Was I wanted to create a relevant story that kids could connect to, and kids everywhere can connect to this. It doesn't matter, but I intentionally wanted the protagonist to be Black. So this is a fourth grade Black girl on purpose telling this story from this perspective.
Yes, yes. Look, y'all, I'm telling y'all, I got my copy. I got my copy here, and it's so good. I love chapter books. I love books for girls, and I love that the lead Zoe talks about. So she's from. It says, look, y'all, Zoe Linden's big move to the loo. So it's about a young lady adjusting to school, to a new environment. I moved about a lot growing up, and the one thing that I noticed, I said winning because Zoe won when I think there was one part in the book where her father, I'm not going to tell you about the whole book, right? I'm like, having problems adjusting to new friendships, and she had to get comfortable getting uncomfortable to get out of her comfort zone. Tell them what happened, Michelle. Tell them about it.
Yeah. So she and I this story is nice because it deals with anxiety. So the young lady who was just speaking before me was talking about mental health. Well, anxiety, kids deal with anxiety too. I mean, it's a real issue, and we don't really talk about that a whole lot. But when she's starting a new school, she in a new city, she doesn't know anybody, and so she's thinking up the worst. But that's basically what it is she's struggling with, how am I going to fit in? How am I going to, make friends and this, that, and the other? So she kind of gets off to a rough start, but ultimately her dad encourages her because she's considering, like, do I take the popular route and go with this book, go with this club, or do I just really do this because I really like science? And it was, the science club. And, her dad was talking to her and he was like, baby girl, this is really who you are. Like, I mean, that other thing is probably going to be fun, but this is really who you are. And so she ends up being true to herself and she joins the science club. And ultimately that is what becomes the conduit for her to kind of fit in and find her way as she learns to navigate.
Yes.
And you make her so real because kids deal with that every day, and especially if you have to move. But one thing you make real is, what does she have in her purse? Hot sauce.
In her book bag. Yeah. When she goes to lunch, she keeps hot sauce in her book bag, right?
In her lunchbox, she does, yes.
And that's a part of who she is, and it's all that authenticity. You bring that through your book because there are kids who have certain things that they eat, and they think my friend's gonna laugh at me. I want to pull that up, honey. She pulls out her hot sauce.
And look, and there's no shame in it either, honey. She pulls that out. She has it every day. She brings it with her.
One of our owners, Robert, talks about the need for representation in our community, and as a writer myself, I'm always talking about culturally relevant material. Here, you're talking about a young Black girl in a community that's new to her. She goes into a new school, and she's focusing on STEM, and that is something that also needs to be more represented in our community. Talk about the value of STEM because you have another book that's coming out as well, correct?
Well, that's an exclusive.
I do. So I focus on STEM in each book, even though each book is its own unique book, there is going to be some level of science or STEM that is covered. And it's important to me because I encourage my own daughters to pursue STEM. And so my oldest daughter, she is a scientist for Thermo Fisher Scientific here in St. Louis. My youngest daughter is a chemical engineer, and she's about to go get her PhD for biomedical engineering. And so there's a need for that, because when you look at STEM fields as a whole, you're talking about 27% roughly that are female. So we're not even talking about women of color. We're talking about just in general. But then when you break it down to, say engineering, like my daughter, only 21%. And that's a problem. And I think it's because when our kids are younger, and I don't really know because I'm not an educator, that's not my background, but at some point they're getting kind of like discouraged from pursuing math and science. And so when they go to college, they're not even thinking about these fields, and these fields pay good money. So this is my way of kind of changing that narrative and normalizing, let's talk about, girls in science, and that it can be fun. So that's kind of what this series is doing.
Well, you did it. You did it. I want to tell everybody how to find it, because I remember you saying when it first came out, because you could get it like Kindle, you can read it Audible. I mean, on Kindle as well. I remember when it came out on Amazon, but you're like, no, you can order this book straight from me now. Tell everybody how they can find your book.
So, of course, Amazon, basically all the major bookstores. So there's always Amazon, but locally, the I See Me store carries it. Yes. The Novel Neighbor bookstore carries it locally. Barnes and Nobles even carries it locally. So I'm in several Barnes and Noble stores, but you can order from all of those sites, and Target. You can also on my website, if there's a link where it will take you to where you can also order. So if you're interested in a signed copy, then you can just go to my website and you can leave me a note, let me know that that's what you want. But this has been an amazing opportunity because as I'm meeting with literally hundreds of girls, and I heard you mention the Girl Scouts, the book clubs, Jack and Jill, just so many different organizations. But I get letters from the parents and even from the daughters. And recently someone sent me a letter, and they sent me a picture of their daughters doing one of the experiments in the book. Yeah. I was like blown away. I was like, oh my goodness, this is crazy. I love it. They just took it upon themselves to do that. And then I read a review. I don't really, read too many of them, but I read a review from a teacher, and she was saying that she had read this book to her students. And then afterwards, a few of the girls had asked if the school had science clubs, and they joined a science club.
But so you said you weren't a teacher, but you are. You are. Education may not be your background, but you are teaching girls that they can. And it is important to be interested in STEM. I love it. I love every page. Okay?
Yes. Good point. Good point.
Well, one thing for sure, everybody is really excited about it. I can't wait to have you on the Wellness Mobile. Look, I'm taking you. Have you and have a book signing for our girls, because they need to have access to everything that you are offering. So tell everybody how they can find you. What is your website?
My website is everythingmichael.com. And Michael is spelled EAL, MICHEAL.com.
I love that. We cannot let you go without knowing or hearing what your affirmation word is.
My word is exposure. And I think that, this determines our level of greatness, because what we are exposed to or our lack of exposure. And so my affirmation is exposure.
I love that.
Well, you know what? That's what it's all about, making sure that we have all the tools that we need in our community. That's what Ebony talked about, culturally relevant books. Look, I got my signed copy. I like Amazon. My books on Amazon. Amazon, Barnes & Noble, they all great. I See Me is in the community. Go there. Whenever you see when Michael's going to be someplace and you get a signed copy, it's something about a signed copy.
It is.
That young lady. So we thank you for that, and can't wait to see you in person.
Okay, and I just want to let you guys know that on June 29th, I'm going to be at the Barnes and Nobles doing a book signing at the in Chesterfield on Clarkson Road, and then of course my next book comes out on June 22nd.
Oh yeah, the next book comes out. She just
So you know what? While you said next book, let us have the exclusive. What's the name of your next book?
The next book is Zoe Linden and the Sticky Finger Bandit. And there is just a lot of drama because the little girls that I've been talking to were saying that they wanted drama, they wanted crushes, and so there's a little mystery, there's a little bit of everything in there.
Okay.
I love this. I love this. And would you say this is more for like elementary, middle school girls? Because I'm thinking with Zoe being in 4th grade, right?
She's in the 4th grade, and her sister is also in the story, and she's in the 6th grade. So I would say ages 8 to really 12. Okay. So I think a 6th grader could absolutely read this. So really pretty much 3rd grade through 6th grade, I think.
I love it.
Got it. Well, thank you so much, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you, guys. Have a great day.
You too. We're getting tools, y'all. We dropping them on this Friday. You get that? You know where to go for community wellness when it comes to mental health and mental wealth. You know where to go to get your books for your girls.
Yes.
But do y'all know where to go when it's time to buy a house? Because y'all know that folks are selling them like this, and it's a seller's market. But you know what? We got somebody that's here for you. Everybody put Ivy, IVY, in the chat because she's coming up next. Ivy is a 2013 alumni of the Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University. Y'all know FAMU. She received her BS degree in graphic designs and journalism, received her MED. Look at this. In elementary education, this woman is the bomb. Yes. But you know what? She currently is full-time as a realtor, broker licensed in both Missouri and Illinois. Y'all know, y'all on both sides of the river. As a broker associate of the St. Louis Metro Realtors, which is family owned. Look, that's a legacy brokerage, 19 years, family owned. She also enjoys education and providing resources for her clients looking to buy or sell their homes. She's also a proud member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. Yes, this is my soror, but you know what? She also enjoys giving back to the community. That's the key word today.
It is.
Community beautification programs, volunteering with the Urban League, Almost Home, and Ready Readers, just to name a few. Let's invite her up. Ivy. I was going to say Ebony and Ivy. Ivy Grant. Hey, Sister Soror, how are you?
Good morning. I am doing good. How are you all doing?
We're doing great. We're doing
great. We are great. And seeing that big smile you have, honey, lighting up the screen, we want to know, what do you have in your cup?
Well, this morning I am drinking vanilla spice. It is perfect energy yogi tea. And I also mix it with lemon zinger.
Ooh.
You know what? Does the yogi tea have the little message on it, girl?
I know they have the messages, and if it's a tea that you can feel, it's definitely yogi tea. So
yes, it is. It is. I love that. I love that. Well, let's just jump right in here. You know, everybody's talking about it's so hard to find a house right now because everybody's selling their house. Is that true? Talk to us about it.
It definitely is true. Right now, it's definitely a seller's market. So what that means is that it's a lot more buyers in the market than there are available properties. So I would just tell the buyers that are actually in the market to stay encouraged. What's for you and the home that's for you will be there no matter what the market looks like. Just stay encouraged. I know it's hard, and I know your agent may be dragging you every time a house comes up, but just stay in there, stay with it. Home ownership is very important. Don't give up, don't quit. Houses are hitting the market every day, so keep with it.
And you said it, the house that is for you, it will come up and you will be able to purchase it because there is a house for you, because that house will become your home.
Yes, it will. Yes,
that house will become your home.
You know, you are part of a legacy here, St. Louis Metro Realtors. Talk to us about being a part of a family-owned business.
So St. Louis Metro Realtors is Black owned, is family owned, it is women owned. My mom has been in real estate over 25 years. We will be going into 20 years next year with the business. Shout out to Herschel Durham, which is my mom and my soror, and Quenisha K. Trine. She's a partner as well, and I couldn't do what we do without them. We are very community centered. We believe home ownership builds generational wealth. We really do think that when you have the safety and security of a home, from that point, you can then build for generations to come. So it's very important to us, helping people find the right home for them, helping them find home buyers programs that are available for first time home buyers, because some people worry about money and not having enough money to be able to purchase a home, but there are homes and there are programs out there to help you with down payment assistance to get you in a home. So that's what we help do.
You know, that's encouraging. That's totally encouraging. You know, we talked about home ownership, but you are about the community. What is this project you're working with?
Okay, so we have partnered with Councilwoman Yolonda Webb. She is in District 4 of North St. Louis County. I was born and raised in North St. Louis County. And over the years, I've seen this shift personally with the beautification and the cleanliness of North St. Louis County. So we will be hosting and partnering with Councilwoman Yolonda Webb tomorrow from 8:30 to 10:30 to go out near New House Ferry and 270 to be able to clean up the community, pick up trash. How we got to this is, of course, it's good to go out and vote. And now that we have our elected officials in office, to be able to help with the platforms that are important to them. So I reached out to Councilwoman Webb, and one basic thing she asked was to help clean up the community. You know, something that we walk past all the time is trash, and we can't wait for other people to do it and complain about it. We have to get out there and do it ourselves. We as realtors help people with curb appeal, but we can also help with beautifying the community so people actually want to come into our communities and live and to take pride in our communities. So also, if there are hot spots in where you live, near where you live, this is going to be something that we do consistently to beautify the community, just picking up trash to make sure that it is presentable and that we're taking pride in our community.
Now, I know that you said that this is something that you all will do ongoing. How can the community be involved? How do they get in touch with you all?
Okay, so we are currently working on a new website, but as of now, we are on Facebook, St. Louis Metro Realtors. Personally, I'm on Facebook, Ivy Grant. We're on Instagram. My Instagram is I am Ivy Grant. St. Louis Metro Realtors is on Instagram. You can follow us. You can message us if you want to get involved. I will also make sure that the sign-up genius for tomorrow is available after we get off the show. I will place it in the Facebook chat. There are spots still left. We have over 60 people who have committed to coming out to help with this initiative. So that is awesome. But the more hands, the better. It is a lot of traffic. 270 and New House Ferry if you drive past it. So the more the better. We will have donuts, water, and be out there to build community. I've heard that over and over. It takes us to get out there to meet a neighbor, talk to a neighbor, and build and keep our community together.
It really is, you know, and you know, oftentimes when you go into different communities, it hurts when you see, especially communities that I've grown up in, when you see the trash or people throw trash outside. So for us to come together, the nonprofits, it's a great partnership and beautify our community, and the home value goes up. Home values go up. We do have a question in the chat because of all that you do. Morena, another business owner. Shout out to Morena, Renaissance photographer, videographer, all of that in a bag of chips, and a mommy. She says, do you ladies scout commercial properties for clients as well?
Yes, we can help with commercial properties as well. I actually mentioned one of my partners, Quenisha Catron. She just helped someone in the city with the commercial property. I don't know if you're speaking of buying or leasing, but there is money available as well in St. Louis City to help with purchasing commercial buildings. So it is grants money. I know Mayor Tashara Jones is now in office, so I'm looking forward to the many changes that are going to happen in our city. So yes, we sure do.
That's right. That's right. I love it. So all of those resources are there. This is an awesome experience for us to know that we now know who we can go buy our house from. And it's I want to say, Lady O, and you've experienced this before as well. It's like when you go buy a car and the mail, not to shout out, because the person I buy my car from is a male, and I know I can trust him. But when it's a woman, when you walk to buy a house, oftentimes, Ivy, when you drive up to the house, you almost know this is my house from how it looks from the outside.
I've done it.
You know, but having that female sister say, girl, this is it, because you learn the personality of the clients, correct?
Yes, we definitely do. And that's what I always encourage my clients to do. If we go in, I'll say, good, bad, what's your feedback? I can kind of tell by their facial expressions, by their energy. And as I work with them, you do get to learn their personalities. I almost know exactly at that point what they're looking for. So when we walk in and their faces light up and they're like, this is the one. And you know it's the one. So back to the seller's market, just hang in there and you know when it's the one. Don't settle. Because this is where you have to be, and this is where you will lay your head for years to come. So don't.
And it's one of your greatest investments. I mean, it's one of the things that you will spend the most money on. It's not shoes, it's not clothes, it's not a car. Your home is probably the greatest investment you will make. And it can be for your generations to come. And I can appreciate what you just said about you learn what your clients like. It's kind of like when you go clothes shopping and you walk in and the person says, oh, girl, this looks good on you. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. They just want to sell you something. So I appreciate what you just said about, I talk to my clients. I find out what they need. You might need a small backyard. Some people might not want any yard. That is so important. And that's how you get trust from your clients. So girl, you are doing the right thing. And just to see your face and know that you are so interested in people owning their homes. It's just awesome.
Well, we want to thank you for that. We want to thank you for the community. Everybody shouting out what you do. Q is on as well. Quenisha does so much with the Urban League, and she's a true community builder. The fact that you have a great team professionally and in the community, we know what giving back looks like. Please, sister, share with us your affirmation word for today.
My affirmation word is application, because I think it's important to be a doer, to be a servant, and to apply all of the things that we know to do. So just to apply what we know to do and get out there and do it, and not wait on someone else to do it for you.
Don't wait on somebody. I love it. Well, we thank you for it. We thank you for saying, yes, I'm going to do the work. And we will see you soon out in the community, beautifying our world, because we need it. Thank you so much, sis.
We do.
Thank you.
Whoa. All right. You know what? She said it. Beautification. Application. Look, putting all those words together. Applying what it is that you know that we need. And we need that in our community. We truly do.
And not only do we need it, we deserve it.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Deserve it. You drive by other people's communities and you say, oh, that's so beautiful. And you go home and you're like, oh, I don't have that. You deserve it. And you personally can add to the beautification of your community.
You know what else we need? Peace in the streets. With justice. You need peace.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Lady O. Good morning, Justice Key.
How are y'all doing?
Wonderful, wonderful. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. It's Friday. The sun is shining. I'm doing good.
Yes, it is.
Well, I know you're doing good. You're doing well. What's in your cup, sis?
I'm drinking on some good old orange juice. Get your body right in the morning.
I
All
told y'all I don't want to hear nothing else about juice. I've been juicing all day long, all week long. The juice is okay. All right. I'm glad you're drinking orange juice in your cup
staying healthy, staying healthy.
because and honestly, in all jokes aside, I know I've been juicing all week. I think I'm gonna start juicing like 2 times a day and maybe one meal, but I got to eat, y'all.
Yeah, something.
I gotta eat. So, but Justice, so exciting that you are here every
Yes.
Friday doing Justice Peace in the Streets. We have talked about literacy, we've talked about community, we've talked about what it means to be a homeowner and taking care of making sure that we have beautiful picking up the trash.
Yes.
What do you have to pour into us today?
So we all know that like life takes certain sudden changes, and I just want everybody to like be encouraged to keep going, no matter like what you're faced with. Like just be encouraged to keep on going and putting yourself out there and allowing yourself to be free and live out your dream or to walk in your purpose. Because the world needs a you. We have enough of everybody else. The world needs a you. So life can always take a sudden turn. And yes, we live and we learn. We evolve and we get the best version of ourselves in return. Exchanging sweet poetry with my reflection, positive affirmations in the morning. Like, you got this. And yes, I do believe in you. And they told us forever means forever, but we all know that's not the truth. And the only thing constant is change. Different levels, but we all playing the same game, how to live, how to be free, and how to maintain. But whatever you choose today, smile anyway, because those are the minutes we take for granted, while others are in different predicaments wanting to smile again. So appreciate your life at your fingertips. Grab hold of it and don't lose it. But be thankful for the moment because life is too short. Express your thrill, express your pain, and express your art. Catch a vibe with me and free your mind with me. It's your girl, Justice Key, with Peace in the Streets.
Yes, yes. Snap it up.
Yes.
In the streets. You know, that is perfect for today, especially with us realizing that we lose people every single day.
Mhm.
Life is, it's unexpected. All the tosses and turns and journeys that we need to figure out who we are. You said you could just be you. Just be you.
Yeah, just be you. The world needs a you. We have enough Tracie Berry-McGhee. We have enough Yolonda Lankford. We have enough Justice Key. The world needs a you.
The
I
world
love
needs
it. I'm going to take that. Thank you, Justice. A world needs a you. I like that.
Yes. Justice. Tell us. Everybody is dropping their affirmation words in the chat. I'm snapping it up. Be you, y'all.
Yes.
What is your word for today? Your affirmation word for the day?
My word for today is life. Because I know like people, we take our moments for granted. And it's people, I'm talking about life can change in a matter of 3 minutes, 24 hours. We take moments for granted. So I say my affirmation word is life. Be appreciative to be in the moment.
Yes. Everybody else is dropping their affirmation words. Be appreciative of being in the moment. That's what, I don't know if people really get this. And just so you all know, own your now is about being in the moment. It literally is about being on the moment. And we've like had probably now over 1,000 guests. And one of the things that we talk about is own and now is the same word.
Yes.
And oftentimes we're like, I'm going to call you tomorrow. I see you later. You don't know if you're going to see me later. You don't know if you were going to be able to call me tomorrow. And half the time we forget to call. Girl, I forgot to call you. Okay, I'm sorry. But it's so important that we know the value of living your life to the fullest. We talk about that. Living your life intentionally on purpose, but also making sure that you stay in touch with people and live in the moment. So this is the time to say, Justice, I love you.
I love you too.
Lady O, I love you.
I received that, and I love you, Tracie, and I love you, Justice, and I'm thankful for you ladies in my life.
Yes.
And I'm gonna say this, Justice is a little younger than us, but honey, you drop some gems. I take something from you every Friday. So honey, these young people out here, they do have something to say. They do have something to say.
When I was in middle school, I used to get that all the time. Like you're very mature. You give good words. You give good advice. But they used to call me Young Maya in middle school.
Oh,
Because they used to let me speak at all the assemblies and just, try to get my peers to do better or whatever. So they used to call me Young Maya in middle school. So that's just something that I've always loved about myself, that I'm just able to be transparent with people, and
okay.
I'm able to speak from, different ends of the spectrum, because we all go through things in life. So
Yes, we do.
Absolutely. And we thank you for it.
Yes, we do. And you know what? We're going to keep going through things in life, but the fact that we have one another is the key to what this looks like. So
absolutely.
I thank you for it. I truly do. Well, it is Freedom Friday, and we got to wrap it up with the Own Your Now flow. So I want you all to know that community is key. It's all that we have. But we also know that exposure to the programs that we have in the community is vital to us showing the world what togetherness looks like. So if you apply those things, because application is also key, then you'll see what connecting looks like. So as we continue to walk this journey, knowing that peace in the streets is everything, please, please, please be encouraged. But also understand that there are times when we have to just shout out to ourselves and say, bravo, bravo, bravo. We are doing this thing together, and we're going to smile and understand the value of what it looks like for us to say, I'm going to be me, you going to be you, and that's all that it needs to be. Freedom is the key for us to continue to understand what society looks like. Have gratitude towards yourself and everybody else and all the people that are here in our community as we rejuvenate the spirit. And we can't assume that life is going to just be here for us every day, but we have to be what it looks like. So being looks like showing up and saying, yes, I am the future and I'm going to own my now. So if you guys are encouraged, I hope that you are, because that's the key that we're all trying to bring with justice. But if you all decide that you want to go outside, I tell everybody, please, 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 y'all, wear your mask. But if you should decide to stay inside, no matter what you're drinking in your cup, just remember to continue to shelter in place. And you know what? We'll bring everybody back up, because today has been an amazing day. And we
Absolutely.
want you all to know that if you decide to stay inside, keep sipping and shelter in place. We'll see everybody same time and same space on the Own Your Now show. Bye-bye, everybody. Have a good weekend.